share my screen. So, good morning to you all. Today is day 3 of senior seminar. It's called Know the Tools. And for both of you, I already told Julie a little bit about this morning, but Saranji, if you need. So I will be posting all the video sessions onto the Google Drive. So if we go here, back to just to show you, you go to senior seminar, which you should already have in your email. Week 1 video lessons. You can watch day 1, you can watch day 2. If you ever miss a lesson, you can always come back to this and check it out. And all the information and materials that you need will be in that week. So just to continue and get going. So today, part 1, we're going to do question of the day / riddle of the day. I like to do riddles. I like to switch it up, and I don't like to keep it just as questions all the time. Then we're going to do the assignment check-in and then talk about the lesson of the day. And I'm going to go through a little bit of the Common App, what it is and how to use it. Then we're going to set up the Common App for you. And Julia, like you said, you already started it, so you can just continue to work on it and fill in the gaps that you have. And then the assignment is going to be, what are 2 to 3 questions that you have about the Common App? Was there anything that was confusing? So today's going to be mainly focused on the Common App. And if you have any questions about it, of course, reach out to me, reach out to Kamaya. We're both available if you need help with that. So to start it off, let me make this full screen. So the first riddle today is, I get shorter the older I get. What am I? What do you think? I get shorter the older I get. What am I? And again, you can type in the chat or you can unmute yourself. Unmuting yourself will be way more helpful. Lifespan of people. Good guess. I'm not gonna lie, lifespan is kind of dark. It's okay. You're not good at riddles. That is okay. Not all of us are. So I get shorter the older I get. What am I? Now we'll type it in the chat. A candle. You light a candle. The longer it stands, the shorter. So this one is pretty good. The next one. I am something that you own, but other people use it more than you. What am I? So I am something that you own, but other people use it more than you. What am I? You gotta think outside the box for this one. Wow. Julia got it off the bat. Yes, it is your name. So yeah, we're gonna have some riddles of the day. We're gonna have some other questions of the day just throughout the summer. And if you ever have one, or if you wanna, put a riddle or have a question for us, feel free to do so. I'm always open to having students give us riddles or questions that you want me to ask or want everyone else to ask. So now we're gonna go just checking on the assignment and then also talk about the lesson plan. So Saranji, I checked the page. You have until tonight, so the end of the day today, just to finish the assignment. Let me go back. So again, the assignment 1 is, why do I want to go to college? Saranji, I saw that you just need to go in. And again, I can share you a link if you want. Let me put it in the Google Drive. Let me put it in the chat. So again, it's just to make sure that I want to see kind of what your thought process is about the college application. See what your thought process is about, why you want to go to college. And again, you just make a copy and then post it in assignment 1 by the end of the day today. So thank you, Julia, for finishing that. And Saranji, just make sure you complete this assignment by the end of the day. So I just wanted to ask, so Julia, how did you feel like the paragraph went? Did you learn something new?
I think I can say I definitely learned how to kind of talk about personal things more with the paragraph because I didn't really want to like share that piece, but I figured since it's going towards the grade, I just wanted to be honest.
That's good. That's good. And I think being honest is kind of the biggest thing of this seminar. We just want to make sure that, everyone understands, we have different experiences. We have different, times in our lives. So as long as we're able to feel comfortable enough to share and be honest, uh, that's always a great thing. So again, Saranji, just make sure you finish that by the end of the day today. And again, it's only one paragraph, nothing too crazy. Even if you want to, you can do it now if you want, but I'll just let you decide. And then the Common App. So today is a big focus is we're going to talk about the Common App and talk about what it is, and talk about how to do it. First, it's your application portal. You just want to make sure to go to the application, your go-to application portal. The biggest thing is you just want to make sure that the assignment overview is talking about making sure what questions you have. So like once we finish today's session, just whatever questions that you have about the Common App, feel free to post those in there. First, what is the Common App? The Common App is a website that allows you to apply to college. Also, the Common Application. A bunch of schools use it as their main means of having students apply for college. And it's basically a place where everything is organized, everything is focused so that once you're finished with your college application, you just send it out to as many schools as you want. How does it work for the first year students? And we're actually going to just go through and look at an example. And I'm going to make this full screen. So once you log in, and again, this is a practice account. So this is going to be what the main page looks like. It'll have your name up here. It'll have questions. If you need settings, you can go up there. It'll also tell you your email address that is associated with the Common App. And I always say make sure to use your personal email when you apply, because once you finish, you just want to make sure all the documentation goes streamlined to your personal email. So typically this is the dashboard. So whenever you add a school, it'll be up here. In order to actually look up colleges, there's a list that you have that's called My Colleges once you actually add them to your list. This is the actual Common App, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sections. Each section is asking different pieces. So, personal information, address, contact details, you gotta know the rest of that. Ask a little bit about your family. So they want to know who you live with, like how many siblings do you have, which parent is, which if you're living with one parent, both parents, step parents, things like that. Education. So this one is asked about, what school, what high school you're going to. Are you going to graduate? Talks about grades, talks about community-based honors, and also future plans here. Testing. So this is where you post SATs or AP exams, other things like that. The activity section is where you input any club or activity that you want to talk about, or even family responsibility. So like if you take care of a sibling and take care of an older relative at your house, you can put that in here. If you work, if you do sports, or you have any other hobbies. And this is kind of a place where they allow you to showcase things that you do outside of school and things that reflect who you are as not only a student, but also as a person. And then finally, of course, the Common App. Most schools are going to tell you that it's required. Some schools may not say that it's required, but they have the prompts here. And then they have the text box where you can either type it in or you can just copy and paste it from a Google Drive. And I obviously recommend that you copy and paste your Common App and download it as either a Google Doc or just a regular Word document, so that you can keep going back to it and not accidentally submit an incomplete work. And then some schools will require this piece right here, but until we actually go through and finish that, you probably won't have to worry about it just yet. So this is a college search. So what I want to do now is just have you two give me 2 schools each that you would want to add to this fake Common App. And literally it could be any school. If you look, they have 915 schools on this list. So you can either unmute yourself, you can type it in the chat, but give me 2 schools that you want me to add to this account. Matt Amherst. And it's as simple as that. All you do is type in the school and you click the little plus. If you want to find more information about the school, you just click the name and it tells you when applications are due. It gives you the email address, phone number, and it'll tell you what things that they're required and other information down below. But give me another school. So Julia, let me get one more school, and then Saranji, you can send me 2 schools that you're interested in. And it literally could be any school you can think of. UMass Boston. All right. Again, easy as typing in the school name, searching it up. UMass Boston is here at the bottom. John Hopkins. And then NYU. Beautiful. So as you see, we added those schools here. Now, if we go to the dashboard, it'll have those lists of schools. It'll say the application is in process. It'll say the writing supplement is in process. And then you can also add your term or admissions plan. So just to let you know, not only is there the regular Common App here, but also if you go to the My Colleges tab and go to each school, they have some questions. They have this thing called FERPA, and you need to connect your Common App to your Naviance account. And we'll actually talk about that in another session, just to make sure that you are all set up with that before you even get into senior year. And then also at the end, once you finish all these sections in the Common App, you come back here to writing supplements, make sure you type it in the space, and then you review and submit. So the Common App is pretty straightforward. I will say that as long as you kind of understand, you know, if you want to get to any of your colleges, you click My Colleges. If you want to add any school, you click College Search. And then the biggest thing is just making sure that you complete each of these sections in the profile. So again, going down each section, so your name, your address, contact, all that stuff. And then make sure that each section actually has a green check. So just to give you an example, so let me go to my, let's just do this. I don't have any suffix. Mail, no. There's my birthday. So continue. So once you finish, most of the time, it's gonna have this green check next to it. So once you have all the green checks in each of these sections, you're gonna make sure to have those cleared out. So then this whole part of the profile will be set up so that it'll have that green check. So yeah, once you're able to finish those sections, like that's basically, you finish that part of the Common App. And also as you move forward, when you're working with, you know, a guidance counselor or even another college advisor, make sure that they have you review your Common App with them, because sometimes some things go missing, sometimes some things are not filled out, and you want to make sure that everything is filled out correctly before you actually submit your application. So coming back here, we're gonna actually have you get started on completing your Common App. So Julia, like you said, you had already finished it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let Saranji. Saranji, have you started your Common App at all? Not the chat. I'm gonna use the link in the chat. Okay, cool. So that's fine. So what you want to do is open up a new tab, and if you're on your phone, it should still be able to access it. Just want to create an account, and then you're going to use your username. You're going to be creating an account, and you're going to click first year student. You put in your email, you type your email, create a password, you type the password, and then it tells you, gives you more information down below. And while I have you here, Julia, can you do me a favor and go to the Google Drive? And then can you actually put your Common App username and password in this document? It should be in assignment 2. And just to make sure. Yeah, so it's going to be in assignment 2. So just go open up the Common App username and password, put your name, and then put the username and password. We only collect this because we want to make sure that we have access to those Common Apps, so that we know what you might need help with. So yeah, so just go to that, put your username and password. And then Saranji, if you have any questions, please let me know. Or if anything is not working, please let me know. And Julia, if you want, once you finish that, please open up the Common App because I have some next steps that we want to add. And we're actually going to do something pretty helpful next. Also, before you continue, so are y'all on laptops or cell phones today? Cell phones. That is okay. Julie, are you on phone? Okay, don't have a laptop. Okay, that is okay. So that's why we try to make everything as accessible as possible. So again, the Common App is you can use it directly on your cell phone, and then once you get that login, you should be good to go. But yeah, and same thing we use Saranji. Once you finish creating an account, and they should ask you to verify. You can put your username and password in the Google Drive. So yeah. So Julia, the next piece of this, since you already created, your Common App, is just start to fill out the sections. And we just want to work on the piece that says profile. So just start off with the tab that says profile. And I'm gonna give you all, I'm gonna give you like 10 minutes to just do that. If you have questions, please let me know. If anything's causing you issues, please let me know. Again, if anything comes up, please make sure to let me know. Again, have like 10 minutes just to keep going and work on these pieces. So since you're finished setting up account, put your, I actually pull up the document again, so don't worry. You can just go and start filling in the profile section. So again, it should be on the tab that says Common App, just it says Common App. And once you start filling it out, you can just do that first section. Okay, you have about 5 minutes left. All right, we have about 1 minute left, and then we are going to go to the next slide. All right, you can give me a thumbs up or you can just type in the chat whenever you are finished. And it looks like Soransi. Okay. But yeah, so just going on to the next piece, and we're almost done here, Julia, so stick with me. Some common mistakes that I find when students are completing the Common App is spelling your name wrong, using the wrong email address. So again, I always recommend using your personal email address just to make sure that you have that there. Putting the wrong home address. So sometimes students will put, they forget an apartment number, they spell their name, their street wrong. So that's something you want to make sure you put in. Wrong year of graduation. So sometimes students will forget which year they're graduating, but you want to make sure it's checking with your college advisor or your counselor just to make sure you have the right information. Wrong parent information, whether that be wrong birthdays, wrong email addresses, wrong spelling of the name. You just want to make sure you put the right information for that. And then also forgetting social security numbers. So for the social, that's something that you want to just try to see if you can stick to memory. But if you can't, that's okay. Just make sure you have ability to find your social security number on some form or document. So to close it out, the assignment for today is Common App questions. So what are 2 to 3 questions that you have about the Common App? I will show you the actual document. So if I go here, download a copy and post in the assignment 2 folder. So you put your name, your email. And again, you want to make sure that you create a Common App account. Write your Common App username and password into the shared Google Sheet. And then post 2 questions about what's confusing about the Common App below. I'm going to change this. So you do not need to download a copy. I just realized I have everything set up below. So yeah, just write your name at the bottom above your questions, and then post 2 to 3 questions about the Common App, whatever you think is confusing. And again, just want to make sure that everything is set up correctly. So make sure that your Common App is set, your username and password. Put it into that document if you do have it, and then what are 2 to 3 questions that you have about the Common App. So again, Julia, if you have any questions or if anyone else has any questions, please use the info below. So you have my phone number, you have my email address, and I'll also be using Calendly. So if you need to create a one-on-one appointment with me, you can use that link below. I also have it at the bottom of my signature in my emails. So if you see any emails from me and you want to create an appointment, you can always reach out to me. Next week or tomorrow for day 4, we just want to have more know the tools, just to give you a heads up, and we're going to be going over a College Board in Appian. I'm talking a little bit about creating a college list. But that is all I have for today. Do you have any questions or comments, Julia, before I let you go?
No, I'm good.
Okay, sounds good. Well, hopefully you were able to finish a little bit more in that Common App. If you want to keep working on it throughout the summer, feel free to do so. The earlier you fill in that information, the better it is. So I definitely recommend filling out the Common App. But with that, just make sure you complete the assignments. Thank you for finishing the first assignment, Julia, and then I will see you tomorrow.
Hey.
All
Oh.
right.